Welcome, ranchers, to, it is. It's our last Mindfulness with Marsha for the year 2019. We will have some more precious presents in January, but this is our last one for December of 2019. Sometimes you just wonder where the time flies. So right now, I want you to take a moment, pause, and just listen. Perhaps closing your eyes will help you focus on your listening only. Allow your mind to just settle into hearing. You're not going to be doing anything else but listening and hearing. And you'll start to hear the sounds. And perhaps you'll notice that they have the same nature or really similar sensation to when you focus in on your body, feelings, or perhaps when you focus into thoughts. Sounds, just like body sensations and thoughts, well, they come into focus or appear, and then often disappear if they're layered, especially, and you're focusing on different ones. And each time one disappears, isn't it amazing that the sound doesn't even leave a trace, but is filled by some other sound? Sometimes there's silence, complete silence between sounds, or as the sounds appear. So if you've closed your eyes, you can rejoin us here at Mindfulness with Marsha. And I've shared previously that sound can be, well, an object or a focus in our mindfulness practice and taking pause like you did just then for just a few seconds. Yes, even some of the most annoying sounds like a horn blowing outside or the alarm clock beeping in the morning or even people yelling. Well, those sounds could be perceived differently when we bring mindfulness to them. What we might call annoyance of the sounds doesn't seem to come from the sounds themselves. If you think about it, it comes from the interpretation of those sounds as being bad. When we bring mindfulness to it, we can shift our relationship from aversion to what I've spoken to before about curiosity and allowing those sounds to rise, to fall, to appear, to disappear, which will lessen that negative impact, that negative bias in our brain. Today, however, we're not going to be focusing on negative sounds, but your precious present number 6, we're going to be focusing on specific, hopefully, pleasant sounds of the holiday season, specifically music. The sound of jingle bells. One of our first songs I think most of us learned as children. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. I am definitely not a singer, so I'll stop. Today, our student council in Minot declared it Ugly Sweater Day, so I'm donning one of my uglies. And one student we'll call G, well, he went out with decorations and he made his own, which was so cool, his own sweater with stuffed animals hanging on it, lights, and yes, he even had bells. He had the sounds of the holiday. Music in all the different forms of instruments and singing can be found throughout celebration seasons, no matter what the religious observance. Beautiful memories going so way back for me as a very young child consists of lots and lots of music, both at home and at school. And when I was thinking about sharing this with you, I was thinking about how fancy schmancy our sound systems are now and how some of the music I love the most, well, it came from AM radios that sometimes had a good signal and sometimes didn't, but would play Christmas music around the holidays. The sounds of choirs, of third graders, second graders, we'd have our little music program and we'd be singing all off key, but singing with all our hearts because we loved the music. And at home, I totally loved the day after Thanksgiving. And when I got older, I'd always ask to go get them. Is it time to go get them? And what was them? Well, we'd retrieve out of storage the old Christmas records, the Christmas vinyl. And for those of you who have no idea what an album, a vinyl, or a record is, this is a good time to share a little Christmas cheer and talk to one of our more mature colleagues here at the ranch to find out what it is I'm talking about. My mom had her vinyl, her albums, and she played them daily. Oh, I remember Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, Johnny Mathis, Nat King Cole. Oh, the swooning Andy Williams and his smooth voice. Oh, there were so many. And then she even had a couple of albums just for kids, all sung by these amazing artists that are no longer living with us today. Burl Ives, yep, some of you might know he's the voice of the snowman in the animated favorite TV show of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Marion Clooney, Billy Boyd, seeing Mommy kissing Santa Claus. Well, yeah, the list goes on and on of people that I know most of you have not heard of, but their songs, these holiday sounds are engraved in my mind. Well, I believe probably ingrained in my mind forever. Even today, I listen to these tunes and some others from my adulthood by artists like Hall & Oates and Moody Blues. Well, they've become some of the favorites on my holiday list. Spotify, if you don't know about this app yet, Spotify is so fun. And you can make playlists for anything. I've created gift number 6, precious present number 6, as Marsha's holiday sounds. And of course, I've included the link in the email. It was so hard, but I decided to keep it to 10 so your pause wouldn't be too long. And that was really tough because I had lots, but just a few from those different kind of decades of my life to share. So pause and enjoy Marsha's holiday sounds. Perhaps it'll inspire you to make your own Spotify list. I hope that in my list you can find something old, something new, something borrowed, and something mindfully joyful in these songs. May you enjoy these times with pause, joy, and a little sprinkle of self-care through mindfulness. Until next year of 2020, January 8th, please be well.